You know what that sounds means, folks? Welcome back! It's time for a little bit of Awesomenauts because Awesomenauts is amazing, to say the least. As if you can tell, we have a new interface to look at. I unfortunately wasn't able to bring you any the beta footage. I had access to the beta beforehand before they basically pushed it to a open testing, which is this little thing right here. But we're gonna go play some traditional matches of Awesomenauts because that's what I like to do for all you fine folks out there. Fresh match. Not surprising. Let's go. This is being recorded the day after BioShock finished up being uploaded to YouTube, so please be sure to go check out that entire series. There's a whole lot of really good stuff where I talked about not Awesomenauts, but BioShock, the first one, as a whole, and it's gonna be I think it's worth watching if you just don't bother watching but just listening to it, except for some of the episodes where I get stupidly quiet because it happens. I think it's worth watching because I just talk about BioShock. You know, what makes it good, what makes it bad, etc., etc., etc. Which is, you know, important for people to do for every game, especially ones that are acclaimed so heavily. So, please be sure to go check that out, if you feel so led. 15 seconds for getting into the game with good old Leon, because it's hard not to be good with him, in my opinion. Or, at least if you're me. But, enough of tooting my own horn. Let's get into the action. Oh, another person? Good, we're gonna have a full game soon. Ish. Maybe. Go. Okay. Got an Ayla on my team. Ayla is always a weird knot to be fighting with, because she doesn't have like a solid sort of like a stun or anything like that, but she is ridiculously powerful. Early game, she's one of those powerful knots in existence, to the point where sometimes it's annoyingly difficult to deal with her. It's a bot. Already take the Solar. Losar. Oh, drop spit already? Good lord. Who does that? Who does that? Is he drop split? No, just drop spit. That's weird. Oh, you better get the hell out of there. What a good use of your eye there. Attacking a freaking creep. What did it ever do to you? If she dies to that, I'm gonna laugh my head off. I guess one of the issues as a Leon on this map in the early game is that there isn't really much you can do because of the single lane format. I mean, you can just, you know, hop around and like snag Solar, but you can't do an incredible amount of things. Yeah. Oh crap, right in the middle of you. Oh lord, oh god. Oh man, that was not good. Why did I do that? Holy moly. Oh god. Hello sir, welcome to the chat. Got somebody viewing the stream live, which is always good. I love when people watch these videos. This is why it sucks being Leon on this map, because you're like, I can't do anything! Single lane maps suck as Leon! Oh, she's so potentially dead. Oh, I can't do jack shit. This sucks, knobs. Ah. Droids, no nothing. Yeah. It's weird how that happens. Someone in chat just talked about how they were playing the exact same team makeup the other day. So, Gno, Lone Star, Voltar. And actually, that's a pretty strong combination. You got a really good contain in the form of Lone Star and Gnaw. You got a healer with Voltar, and then Gnaw has, you know, Weedlings he can use, which this Gnaw is not using at all because he doesn't even have them. He's just got split and drop. Definitely. The guy just you know, confided that Lone Star and Voltar is a dangerous combo, and that is 100% true. It is so hard to crack a really good, just any good Voltar. I've seen games that have been won on the backs of Voltars. Yep. Doesn't help this Ayla is not kicking some serious ass right now. What do you want me to... What can I do in this situation? It's attacking into a steel wall, and I have, you know, got a stick that I'm flacking at it. Your turn is almost lost. Oh god, this is so painful. If I had like an extra 100 solar, I'd be so... God, that Ayla is doing nothing. The second Ayla hits them, it's just like, and suddenly they're healed again because of this freaking Voltar. This is a great team comp. This is just a really good team comp that we're fighting against. Now, granted, we've opened up to 2 lanes, so now we have a lot more angles to attack with. And hopefully my teammates can actually exploit that a little bit and not fall flat on their freaking faces every other second. But it'll be tough to figure out. And yeah, I totally agree with you. Mono Bromance. That's a funny name. Yeah, AI in Leon is so half and half. You either do great on it or you do terrible on it. Now, granted, a single lane is great for Leon. Oh, I missed the Gnaw. Oh, god damn. Why did I miss that Gnaw? I'm playing too much TF2. Shit on me. Oh, yeah! Good, and explode. Yes! Woohoo! Pick it up. Oh, man, what the hell? Oh! I could have gotten that, too. Son of a bitch. Oh, not even enough to be able to pick something up. That's my job. Ace finishing, Leon style. Great, he has knockback on his heal wave. This is going to be so hard for... Because we have 2 close-range characters. God. We got knockback, they got Lone Star, we got healing knockback, and me and Ayla are 2 close-range people. This is going to be one hell of a fight. Aw, Chicken Clunk didn't follow up. The gentleman who's watching me record this live just mentioned that he wants to get knockback on his Voltar healing. It's always difficult to say whether or not you should do that because it's so effective assuming it works. If it doesn't work, it's like pointless. Like, if you're fighting a bunch of people who, like, if you're fighting a combination of Raylan, Lone Star, and Coco, right? Knockback's pretty much useless because they're all long-range fighters. Or they attack at long range at least. There we go! That's picking up a kill. I don't know if I'm going to survive. Come on! Yes! Woohoo! Oh, that was way too goddamn close. Now we actually have a window to push because suddenly they don't have anything to back themselves up. Now if he falls up, which he probably is, they're going to run into some serious trouble. Assuming I don't take a face might. Oh god, I am halfway to death. Oof. Oh god. Good lord. This Lone Star is killer! Really, his build sucks, in my opinion. If neither of my squaddies was dead, that would have been great. But nope! They seem to be sucking butts and dying like a bitch. Uh-oh. Alright. Grade A Leon style double kill. Whoop. And now this guy has no idea where anything is. He lost his face. He lost his friends. He doesn't know shit about dicks. Come on. No! Come on, guys! Follow it up! That's odd. The guy who's watching the live talks about how he feels like his build with Lone Star isn't that good, which is odd because I feel like Lone Star is a knot that you're good with no matter what you're doing. Well, at least it's hard to have a bad build with Lone Star. I mean, you know, granted there are builds I think are not great, but I feel like that a bad Lone Star build, or more specifically being bad with Lone Star himself, just isn't something that happens a lot, because Lone Star is the first character you pick up. It's, you know, an incredibly easy knot to get a hang of, etc., etc., etc. So I feel like, you know, bad Lone Star is really hard to have happen. Yeah, the build that you're going for there, pal, isn't you know, too far gone. That's a very traditional build with the super slow bowl with explode, the DPS. Yeah, that's a really common Lone Star build you have going on with super slow, which is both ranks in slow, bull explode. You know, you name it, you got a really traditional Lone Star build going on there. I think it's maybe you just need to get better at actually shooting with Lone Star. Because that's one thing I see so many people just suck butts at, is the actual act of shooting. That's one of the important things about Lone Star, is being a good at the shooting aspect, considering it's where a lot of his damage comes from in the long run. If you can't take that blaster and be fully effective with it, you're going to have some serious trouble showing your raw effectiveness. Get back here. Damn it! Yeah, upgrading the blaster is expensive. However, if you actually focus on the blaster right out of the gate, and by that I mean you buy, you focus on just those upgrades. You know, maybe get Bull and Dynamite, but after that, just focus on blaster. Then you're looking at a really potent, very powerful damage build right out of the gate in a very early in the game, which a lot of people don't focus on a DPS focus, which is to say they don't focus on their auto attack. However, I do focus my auto attack when I play Lone Star, so it tends to be a very different situation. God, this is a tough decision I had to make. Hopefully we can chase this Lone Star into a situation he doesn't want to fight. If this guy gets out, I'm gonna be pissed off. Yeah, he's not gonna escape. Yeah, no problem. The guy I was just talking to in chat, I was giving him advice on his build and stuff like that, and you know, he appreciated the advice, and that's at its core what I want to do a lot of with when I play Awesomenauts, is because I'm live streaming this and because I'm able to answer, you know, questions from people who are watching, I want people to, ask me questions about how I feel about this build or that build or this balance change. I am not the person you want to ask about Coco. Coco is one of the strongest knots right now because of her series of just huge price buffs that she got in this recent patch. So, right now she's a very in vogue character. I mean, I think people have always been... I think people play her a lot just because she's a really cool knot to explore with. But insofar as, getting good with her, I'm not the person you want to ask. I'm the person you want to ask if you want to get good with Leon, if you want to get good with Lone Star, if you want to get good with Raylan. I'm the person... you want to ask me about those knots. You don't want to ask me about Coco. I am a rubbish Coco player. And it's mostly because I don't think I've ever actually played her in a live match. I think I've played her in practice, which is... but it's just practice. It isn't legitimate. It's just you versus bots. Oh, how did that not hit him? Yeah, you weren't gonna get out. You were not gonna survive that, dude. Are you kidding me? Man, Gno versus a Leon, even at a sort of half-mast Leon, like how I'm going right now, where I don't have like all my damage upgrades, that Gno isn't gonna survive. Actually, it's very possible running from a Leon if you're good. If you can juke, then you're fine. Juking is, I think, one of the most important aspects of this game that so many people don't realize. It's that, yes, this game allows you to dodge. Oh, come on! Saved by that fucking healing! Jackwad! Alright, that's cool. The droid picked up a double kill. Wow. That's nuts. Man. Oh, bullshit. That's a load of cockamamie bullshit. God, I hate Spit's hitbox so much. It always feels like it hits when it shouldn't. Unfortunately, we are pushed against the wall. Raylan is actually one of the best. Raylan can actually escape from Leon really easily. The guy in chat mentioned how Leon's best pursuer in the game, which is sort of true. I'd say that Vinny and Spike are a better pursuer, simply because they can fly. As a result, their pursuit ability is better. And using the term pursuit ability as in pursuit ability, their ability to pursue is the best because they have flight. There is no other knot in the game that can fly, that can control the Y-axis like Vinny and Spike. Which is weird because in all other MOBAs, you don't have that degree of motion. You just have, X and Y. You have X and Y, but in a different... I think it's X and Z, technically. You don't have Y. But in Awesomenauts, it changes how it works because it's a platformer. As a result, you have to think about motion completely differently. You have to think about your approach. You have to think about everything from a completely different standpoint. And that's why I like the game so much. Well, you're gonna lose. Yeah. GG. That wasn't surprising. They had that early game advantage that, having an Ayla that was flying around like a moron didn't help. Oh well. Well, thank you for watching this particular episode of Awesomenauts, and I'll see you all in the next video.